Imagine this. It's 9:42 p.m. in Dallas, Texas. A tired man opens his fridge. Nothing. No milk, no cereal, nothing for tomorrow's breakfast. His mind doesn't even think twice. His thumb unlocks his phone, opens Amazon, taps Buy Now, and closes the phone in less than 9 seconds. Next morning, the box is at his door. Zero friction, zero delay, zero thinking. And that is exactly how Amazon has trapped 200 million Americans. Not because they need Amazon, but because over the years, Amazon has quietly trained their brains to depend on Amazon. This video isn't about fast delivery. This is about the psychology Amazon uses to hook an entire nation and why quitting Prime is harder than quitting social media. Because behind every Prime order, behind every Buy Now button, behind every free return, there's a system so perfectly engineered that even if you want to leave Amazon, your brain won't let you. Most people think Prime is just free delivery, fast shipping, movies, music. But that's a lie Amazon is happy for you to believe. Prime isn't a subscription service. Prime is a behavior modification tool designed to shape how you shop, how you think, and eventually what you need. And the craziest part? People joined Prime thinking they were getting a deal. But Prime wasn't built to save you money. It was built to make sure you never leave Amazon again. Amazon knows one truth of human behavior. If you make something easy enough, people stop questioning it. Prime's biggest weapon is not free delivery. It's the illusion of effortless convenience. Before Amazon, buying something required thinking, comparing, driving, waiting, effort. Amazon destroyed all of that. Now it's tap, buy, done. Your brain loves shortcuts, and Amazon turned shopping into the easiest shortcut ever created. Over time, your brain forms a habit loop. Need, Amazon, reward. Need, Amazon, reward. Repeat this 50 to 100 times, and congratulations, you're officially addicted to convenience. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is wired to follow the easiest path. And Amazon made sure they are that path. Amazon's second trap targets something every human falls for. I already paid for it, so I should use it. This is the sunk cost fallacy, and Prime is built on it. Prime charges you one big annual fee on purpose. Not monthly, not weekly. One large payment that sticks in your mind. Because Amazon knows the moment you pay, your brain starts telling you, I paid for Prime, so why would I buy from Walmart or Target? I should order from Amazon to get my money's worth. Amazon doesn't force you. Your own psychology does the job. Even if another website has a cheaper price, you don't check. You don't compare. You don't think. You open Amazon by default. Not because it's the best deal, but because your brain hates the idea of wasting the Prime fee you already paid. This one trick doubles your spending without you realizing it. Prime members buy 2 to 3 times more than non-Prime users. Not because they need more stuff, but because they feel obligated to buy more. And Amazon designed this pressure intentionally to make you feel smart and guilt-free every time you order something. You didn't pay for shipping. Great job. That's the illusion. You think you're saving money, but you're actually reinforcing a habit Amazon wants you to build. And once that habit is locked in, Amazon launches its next trap, a trap disguised as the biggest sale of the year. Prime Day. Prime Day isn't a sale. Prime Day is a psychological weapon. It trains 200 million Americans to think, if I have Prime, I'm missing out if I don't shop today. Amazon doesn't wait for you to need something. It forces urgency. It creates pressure. It pushes you to buy things you never planned to buy. Limited time deals, countdown timers, fake price anchors, only a few left. Your brain panics and buys. Prime Day is not about discounts. It's about locking your loyalty deeper and making you spend more in 48 hours than any other time of the year. And here's the scary part. Even people who try to cancel Prime don't, because Amazon has one more trap waiting. Most people think canceling Prime is easy, but Amazon has engineered the cancellation process to feel confusing, stressful, and exhausting on purpose. In 2022, U.S. regulators exposed something called the Iliad Flow. That's Amazon's internal name for the cancellation path. Part 4. Amazon's most powerful trap isn't fast delivery. It's not Prime Video. It's not cheap deals. It's something far more dangerous. Amazon turns itself into the default option in your life. Here's how. Every time you open the Amazon app, the interface does one thing. It removes thinking. No comparison, no hesitation, no friction. The Buy Now button isn't just a feature. It's a psychological shortcut. It tells your brain, don't think, just tap. And when you repeat this hundreds of times a year, your brain rewires itself. It stops considering other stores. It stops checking prices. It stops evaluating choices. Your brain starts believing, if I need something, Amazon will solve it. This is called default bias. Humans stick to the most familiar and easiest choice. Amazon exploits this flawlessly. They didn't just make a marketplace. They built a habit loop so strong that alternatives don't even exist in your mind anymore. And once Amazon becomes your default, the real transformation begins. You start buying groceries from Amazon. You start watching Amazon's movies. You listen to Amazon's music. You use Amazon's smart speakers. You store photos on Amazon's cloud. You let Alexa run parts of your home. Piece by piece, Amazon merges into your daily routine, not as a separate service, but as the background system your life silently runs on. And when a company becomes part of your everyday routine, you don't question it. You don't challenge it. You don't imagine life without it. That's the ultimate trap. Amazon doesn't want to be your favorite store. Amazon wants to be your invisible infrastructure, something you use automatically, without thinking. A habit, a reflex, a dependency. And this dependency is so deep that even when people say Amazon is too big or Prime is getting expensive, they still stay. Because Amazon already did its job years ago. It rewired their behavior. But there's one more layer to this story, the part almost nobody talks about. The part that shows Amazon isn't just shaping your choices, it's shaping the entire American economy. And that's where things get dangerous. Why that name? Because in Greek mythology, the Iliad is a long, painful journey. And that's exactly what Amazon wants the cancellation experience to feel like. When you try to cancel Prime, you're not taken to a simple Cancel Now button. You're taken into a maze. First screen, are you sure? You'll lose free shipping. Second screen, you'll lose Prime Video. Third screen, you'll lose exclusive deals. Fourth screen, you'll lose fast delivery. Notice the pattern? Amazon isn't reminding you of benefits. Amazon is triggering loss aversion, the fear of losing something you already have. Humans hate losing more than they love gaining. Amazon weaponizes that. And even when you push through, there's another trick. The cancel button is visually weak, tiny, dull, almost hidden. But the Keep My Benefits button is bright, bold, and perfectly placed where your thumb naturally rests. This is deliberate behavior design. Most people quit halfway, not because they want Prime, but because Amazon makes the journey feel like a chore. And the craziest part? Amazon knows this friction works. Once you keep Prime just for another month, you order again, and the habit forms deeper. By this point, Amazon doesn't just have your money, it has your behavior. And they're not done yet. There's one more trap, the most powerful of all. The trap that turns Amazon from a shopping site into a default lifestyle for 200 million Americans. Amazon's final trap isn't about you as a shopper. It's about controlling the entire market around you. Most Americans don't realize this, but every time they buy something on Amazon, they're not just choosing convenience, they're strengthening a system where Amazon decides which brands survive, which products rise, which sellers disappear, and what prices everyone pays. Here's how the trap works. When a small business starts selling on Amazon, they usually do great at first. Sales go up, reviews come in, everything looks perfect. But that success is exactly what Amazon waits for. Because once a product starts trending, Amazon copies it. They use the data from thousands of sellers, data you can't see, but they can. They see what's selling. They see what people search. They see which colors, sizes, and price points work best. Then Amazon makes its own version, cheaper, higher ranked, and placed right at the top of the page. Your product doesn't stand a chance. And because most Americans default to the first option they see, Amazon wins instantly. This strategy slowly kills competition. When competitors shrink, Amazon becomes the only option left. And when a company becomes the only option, prices don't stay cheap forever. But this next part is even more important. Amazon isn't powered by e-commerce. It's powered by AWS, its cloud business. Every time you stream a movie, listen to music, scroll an app, order food, track your health, or even shop online, there's a good chance those companies run on Amazon servers. Meaning Amazon controls not just your shopping behavior, but the backbone of the digital economy. This gives Amazon a kind of power no retailer in history has ever had. A power that lets them set the rules for online shopping, influence prices across industries, pressure companies to follow their terms, and shape what Americans buy long before they decide to buy it. And here's the uncomfortable truth. When one company handles your shopping, your entertainment, your cloud storage, your smart home, your payments, your groceries, and even parts of the internet itself, you're not just a customer. You're part of a system designed to keep you inside. That's the real dark side of Prime. It's not about shipping. It's not about movies. It's not about discounts. It's about how Amazon quietly turned convenience into dependence and dependence into control. And once a company gets that deep into your life, walking away isn't a decision. It's a battle against your own habits. So here's the truth most people never think about. Amazon didn't trap 200 million Americans by force. It trapped them by design. Every step was calculated. Make buying effortless. Make canceling painful. Make everything feel cheaper than it actually is. Make competitors invisible. And then quietly weave Amazon into everyday life until it becomes the default choice for everything. That's not an accident. That's strategy. And once you look closely, you notice something even bigger. People don't stay with Prime because they love Amazon. People stay because Amazon made the outside world feel slower, harder, and less convenient. It's the same reason people don't quit social media. Not because they enjoy it, but because leaving feels uncomfortable. Amazon built that discomfort on purpose. So what does this mean for the future? If Amazon keeps expanding into groceries, healthcare, entertainment, smart homes, payments, logistics, AI, and cloud, then Amazon won't just be a company Americans use. It'll be the system Americans live inside. A system where one corporation can influence what you buy, where you shop, what you watch, what you hear, how you spend, and eventually, how you think about convenience itself. This is the real danger, not the prices, not the subscription fee, not the shipping. The danger is that millions of people believe Amazon is saving them time, when in reality, Amazon is shaping their habits, their choices, and their lifestyle without them ever noticing. Prime didn't become powerful because it offered benefits. Prime became powerful because it rewired behavior. And that's why breaking free isn't as simple as canceling a subscription. You're not fighting Amazon. You're fighting the habits Amazon built inside you. That is the dark side of Prime. The part Amazon never shows. The part 200 million people don't realize. And the part that will define the future of how America shops, lives, and think. If you want more breakdowns like this, hit subscribe. Not for motivation, but for the truth behind how big brands shape your choices.